When Lindy Hop goes wrong. Yes, you know, sometimes you're dancing with a partner and something happens that you didn't entirely intend, in which case clearly you must have gone wrong, which is obviously a terrible thing because it's wrong, isn't it? Well, I think a lot of people get a little bit too upset when the things didn't turn out exactly as they were expecting. And in fact, do you know, going wrong can be one of the best things that happens to you on the dance floor. And when you look at those expert dancers, you know, the ones over there who come every week and wow, aren't they amazing? What you might not know is that they got good by going wrong lots, trying stuff out, going wrong, and perhaps putting it right. And even now as you're watching them doing all those amazing moves, they are in fact going wrong all the time. It's just that they've learned the skill of covering it up, or perhaps another way of describing it is not really covering it up, but actually just going with it and embracing it, embracing the wrongness of it. So do I mean to say that there is nothing possibly that you could ever do that is wrong? Well, actually I do have, I think, a reasonably useful working definition of wrong in the context of a partner dance. What you have done is wrong if it stops your partner from enjoying him or herself. So if my partner can't enjoy the dance or didn't like that bit, because then it was wrong. But as long as it's not killing the fun for my partner, whatever I did was, perhaps you could just say, a variation. So by and large, if you make a mistake, just keep going. Do you know mistakes are funny? When I first started out swing dancing, the partners I liked dancing with the most were the ones who burst out laughing when it all went horribly wrong. I've just changed my definition of wrong, but you know, when things did not go as intended, that's what I meant to say. And they would just burst out laughing and they were pleasant to be with. But the ones who went, oh no, wait, and stopped, and, oh, let's try that again, we must get it right, and oh no, what did I do wrong? Was it my fault? Was it your fault? They weren't anything like as fun to dance with, so don't be one of those. Dance, if you can, at the edge of your ability. And you'll know that you're dancing at the edge of your ability because you will sometimes come up with unintended results. And that's where new moves come from. It's great when you're dancing with a partner and something happens that you didn't intend and she says, whoa, what happened there? And all you can say is, I don't know, but it was fun, wasn't it? So just keep going. And if you're a lead, one thing that you can do is maintain a glorious illusion that absolutely everything your follow is doing, particularly if she's not as experienced as you, everything she's doing is exactly what you intended. Oh, wow, she followed this, she followed that. Sometimes she's actually not following what you intended to lead, she's doing something else entirely. But if you behave right, she'll feel that she followed absolutely everything magically well. And in a sense, she sort of did. If you imagine you've got an innocent child that you've got to get through a maze, and there are rooms that have got unicorns and sparkling fountains and rainbows and fluffy things, and they're all great, but there are other rooms that are full of spikes and traps and monsters. So what you do is you just make sure that your partner, your child that you're chaperoning through this labyrinth never ends up in any of the nasty rooms. It doesn't really matter which of the other rooms that your partner ends up in. Everything will be fine. And your partner will have the feeling that this labyrinth is just full of lovely rooms. There are no traps in this room because whichever way your partner goes, everything turns out all right. It's all unicorns and rainbows. So in order to demonstrate something along these lines, again, I don't wish to suggest that my partner here is in any way childlike. You must understand that that was an analogy. I am a child in my partner's arms as well. Every time I lead something, she's doing the same to me. It's completely symmetrical. She makes me feel that I'm a really good leader because, wow, look at the way she seems to be able to dance when she's with me. So please welcome to the screen Laura Halttunen of the Jazz Factory here in Helsinki. Let's demonstrate the move. But let's start with a tuck turn. Very simple move. Okay, so I've shown you this before. So I'm going to lead her there. At least I'm going to try to lead her there, but for reasons that I don't fully understand, maybe it's because she's heard something in the music that I haven't heard, and she realizes, oh, I could do a thing here that's really good, but there isn't room to do it there, but there's room to do it there, so she just decides to go over there. So I lead her that way, boom, 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 and oh, she didn't go, okay, right, then what was it next? Okay, but no, that was rubbish. Yeah, I just killed the dance dead by trying to correct the mistake. No, don't correct the mistake. So I go boom, ba, ya, ba, dam, oh, puta, ba-dum, right, and I just look at her wherever she goes and get ready to reconnect with her, and perhaps on my face I have an expression of, yes, that's exactly what I meant. If she's not so experienced, or if she's actually more experienced or more creative than I am, it's a, wow, you did an extra thing, didn't see that coming, that was great. So if something unintended happens on the dance floor, it's good. Embrace it. Sorry about the child thing. I think I put it right though, yeah?
Yeah.